What's up, guys? And there's like 15 of you guys already in here. I got 4 likes. I didn't even go live yet. What's up, fans? What's up, guys? Pete was first. LAW 100442 was second. Jews 1440. Maxwell, what's up, guys? Naboo, what's up? I got your email, Naboo. I'm gonna go through it. I already joined that Discord and stuff. Roadrunner. Good evening, Doug, my favorite Dolphin YouTuber. Good evening to you, Roadrunner. It's probably like 11 o'clock at night for you. What's up, Gavin? What's up, guys? So a few things happened today. I retweeted it. So again, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. What's up, Devil Dog? What's up, Polly King? I'm doing good. I retweeted. Did you see, Polly King, that I retweeted the video you sent me and Richmond Webb talk to you about that? Did you see that? What's up, BD? T.Y. Finley, Dubson, what's up, guys? So I got some things to talk about. Some things happened today with the Dolphins, some moves, and we'll talk about it. Being that today the rookies reported to camp. What's up, Roy Smith? Shake Money, what's up, my dude? Going to Bucks Fins August 16th. That's awesome. It's football time. Let's go. It definitely is football time. They're officially at camp. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. What's up, S. Scott? What's up, Enzo? Hey, everyone. Welcome. So I can imagine what it's like for you guys down in Florida, because up in here in New Jersey, we got hit with a heat wave. What's up, Jacob Oki? We got hit with a heat wave, and it is 100 degrees up here today. And I am sitting in my office that doesn't get hit by my air conditioner. So, yeah, but let's talk about some of the moves. So the Dolphins have placed some players on physically unable, active, but physically unable to. Elvis, they're not going to. Today, the rookies report. They do their thing. They get their playbook. What's up, Tommy? They do all that stuff. What's up, Chauncey? They don't really do stuff until Thursday, Friday. Actually, Thursday, because Thursday is what's open to you guys. So everyone reports, they get ready. The rookies report first because they are newer, so they have to get situated. It's not until Thursday that we get play-by-plays. So Thursday is when you start to get play-by-plays. For me, and my video for Thursday's play-by-plays will probably come out around 5, 6, and a little later than I'd like it to be, because I think they do play-by-plays and everything should be done by 2. But mine's going to come out a little bit later. But yeah, so today the Dolphins have placed Dwayne Allen, Mike Hall, and Cordair Tankersley on active/physically unable to perform list, which means they will be limited. Naboo may answer that in 2 seconds. And then Kendrick Norton is on the reserve/non-football injury list. And then they have claimed Will Holden, who is an offensive tackle, and have waived cornerback Jamar Summers. So the whole with Kendrick Norton, he is still on the team. I'll talk about it more when I get to the one that they talk about Kendrick Norton. Kendrick Norton's on the list to reserve, football reserve. He's still getting, he's still on the team and under the NFL's health insurance while he rehabilitates. So all that stuff with his injuries and stuff, it's going to be covered by the NFL and by the Miami Dolphins organization. Doug, Jim Caldwell left. Does that hurt us, and does it hurt the quarterback position? Edward, I talked about that in my last live stream, but I'll just real quick because I don't know if you were there nor watched it. No, I don't. He's not leaving the team. He's just stepping down, Edward. He's still going to talk to the team, call the team, be part of the organization, all that stuff, but he's just taking a step back to take care of himself physically, so he won't be on the sidelines as much, especially in preseason. What do I think about TD Finn's talk? What do you mean, Matt? Because I like TD. We've collabed a lot. What do you mean? Like, give me some, like, what happened? I don't understand what happened that you're asking me that. What's up with this LT from the Bahamas? What's wrong with Tankersley? I don't know. Him and Dwayne Allen and obviously Mike Hall have some ailing injuries that essentially they're all right. They're going to play. They're going to play the season, but they're just on the list. What's up, Doug? Love your vids. Also, it's been 100+ here all weekend, so I feel you. Valen, it's ridiculous. I'm so stoked for today, Doug. I love your channel. You do a great job, very knowledgeable. Oh, I really enjoy your pick segments with your dad. Thanks, Steven. That's coming back. That's going to be coming back September week 1. What's up, JD Dizzle? Hey, bro, it's me, Andrew from Anchorage, Alaska. Andrew, I wish I was in Alaska right now. So essentially, that's what happened, right? So the training camp for the rookies, right, and training camp in general, rookies report today, vets report on Wednesday, open to the media and the public on Thursday. So a lot of what's going on now, if you know Brian Flores, if you guys know what is going on, what's up, Matt? You know it's very close to the chest, very tight to the chest. He doesn't want anyone knowing anything. So they might be doing some cool things that we won't know about. But Thursday, it's open to the media and to the public. So I got some news. Like I said, did the Dolphins pick up any new players? Yes, they did. They picked up offensive tackle Will Holden from the Cardinals. He was waived. I don't know if that's a great thing. And they waived cornerback Jamar Summers. But what's up, Deshaun Wilson from San Diego? Hotter than balls up in upstate New York. Fins up. Yeah, it's ridiculous here. Will you be watching Hard Knocks? Yes, I like Hard Knocks. Roadrunner. I've watched every season. I like behind the scenes football stuff. What's up, DJ Swagger? So if you guys notice, Dwayne Allen, Mike Hall, and Cordero Tankersley have been added to the physically unable to perform list. I'm going to ask you guys a question, and I want the chat to tell me this answer. Because I'm excited about this, right? Dwayne Allen, Mike Hall, Cordero Tankersley added to the Miami Dolphins active/unable to perform list starting training camp. What name did I not say that is very good and very surprising has not start the training camp on the unable to perform/active list? What name do we all hope wasn't on the list and isn't on the list? What name? Your guys are close. Thank you, MWG Weather. Albert Wilson was not on the list for players that are physically unable to perform/active list. Albert Wilson, which is telling you something. What's up, Daniel? It is telling you something. He might be ready for the regular season. I don't see him playing any preseason games. Might be ready for the regular season because he has not been added to that list. Albert Wilson. It's huge news. Huge news. So he's available for training camp. He's available to practice and all that stuff. And, really great. Also, Chase Allen, the other middle linebacker. He's a good, solid middle linebacker, good special teamer. Wasn't added to that list. So it's only 3 guys. Again, this list isn't anything to be worried about. It's not, IR. It's nothing like that. It's essentially, they're just going to take it easy, and it's like an exempt part of the list. What does that mean for Tankersley and Hall? They have probably a groin injury, a hamstring injury that they're nursing, and they don't want to push them. So essentially, it's just they're going to take it easy on them, and they could use those spots for maybe trying out other guys and stuff like that. It's a good name, Shake Money. Dan Kilgore is also not on that list. How long will they be out for? Not long. I think you could be taken off the physically unable to perform list whenever you're physically able to perform. They can just take you off, put you on. So I don't think it'll be a long thing. But that is something that I noticed that happened today, and it's very exciting for me to hear that Albert Wilson isn't on there. Jakeem Grant, Little Fresh says, isn't on there as well. Some of these injured guys that we were worrying about aren't on there. Charles Harris isn't on there. If you guys remember, he had an injured hand. He had a club. He's not on the list. So I guess this month off really helped these guys. Florida can't get up. Let me see what happened with Dwayne Allen. Let's see what's going on with Dwayne Allen. Dealing with undisclosed injury is all I'm getting right now. As of July 21st, Allen was placed on the physically unable to perform list by the Dolphins on Sunday. Allen was unable to participate in any offseason work dealing with an undisclosed injury and will head to the PUP list training camp nears. Given the injury designation and lack of details regarding Allen's health, it's unclear how long the veteran could be out. The good news for the tight end is that he can come off the list at any time. So like I said, being put on this list isn't a big deal, and being put on this list isn't like you're done for the year. Essentially, you're put on the list because you're injured. You can't perform at the beginning of training camp, so they don't want to, worry about it. But once you're able, and once the medics, they got medics there. Once the training staff is like, no, he's good to go, you're taken off the list and you're put on. Wait, did the rookies play like 7-7, 11-11 today? Daniel asks. I think when they report to training camp, if you guys ever watch Hard Knocks, do you ever see like they come in, they check into their room, they get their playbooks, or they already have their playbooks. They go through meetings that they meet with, because I'm not in California, BD, and I wish I was at Comic-Con. I would love to go to Comic-Con. A lot of big things were announced today at Comic-Con, especially with Marvel Phase 4. But anyway, they meet with the head coach, and then they meet with their specific position coaches, and then they go through a bunch of stuff. So, yeah. Today, and especially on Wednesday when the vets show up, it's the same thing because it's a new head coach, it's new coaches and stuff. So they're going to check into their rooms. They're going to go through walkthroughs. They will go through other things, and then that's it. And then come Thursday, after the rookies get their 3 days in advance of going through stuff, then Thursday on-field stuff, and then we get to see that, and you get play-by-plays by me. Again, my play-by-play video is probably going to come out a little later because I got work that day, but it will be coming out, and you will get a play-by-play video from me. Because you guys know, last year I was the only one who was doing it. I was the only one who was breaking it down, so I'm going to do it again this way. You guys know. Dolphins will have studs on our special teams for tacklers: Hall, Chase Allen, Van Ginkel, Akins, Jerome, Elliott, Maurice Smith. Yeah. I agree. ESPN reports Dolphins waive Norton. Will pay him. If they didn't waive him, essentially what they did is they put him on the physically unable to perform list. What they did with Norton is Kendrick Norton on the reserve / non-football injury list. So he wasn't waived. So if you got that from ESPN, I wouldn't believe it because it's wrong. He wasn't waived. Parker and Fitz seem to have better chemistry than Stills. Don't be surprised if Stills does better. Don't be surprised. What's on Wednesday, though? Same thing as today? Yeah, Elvis. Same thing. Essentially, they're just showing up, signing into their room, getting their playbook, getting all that stuff, and then they're going meetings and coaches review, film review, stuff like that. And then Thursday is when they'll hit the field and do their thing. It's getting dark in here. Hold on. I'm going to turn the light on. I'm still here. It just got dark in here, so I wanted to add more light. Not trying to sound like it. Oh, let's see. Not trying to sound like a dick at all. God knows I'm praying for his recovery, but Norton had no shot making the final 53. Matt, I actually heard the complete opposite, that Norton had a shot of making the 53 because we are very thin at defensive end and very thin at pass rusher. So I heard that he had actually a pretty good shot at making the team. I wouldn't be surprised because, well, it's Parker, but I'm not saying I'm saying so far. Yeah, let me see if I missed any questions. We're picking up that wide receiver that averaged 90 yards per rep in college, didn't really blast last year. Yeah, I think we did pick up that rookie. Yeah, no, I think I got most of you guys. Would it be better than his father? Right? But yeah, that's all that's happening so far. Like I said, the rookies are more getting acclimated and getting ready for training camp. These rookies have never been in NFL training camp. That's why we get the 3 day in advance. Whereas these vets have been part of training camp. So that's why they come in, they do their thing, and the next day they get on the field early. I think it's like 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. It's early. And then the play-by-play happens. And then after that, you get press conferences. Oh, thanks. I added that to the back. So it's a normal computer chair that I put that on the back of the chair. I'm so bored. Football, please come. Well, come Thursday, you get play-by-play, and then 2 weeks, and we're playing the Atlanta Falcons. There we go. Seed Blackmail. I had to look up the name. I think you need a Miami Dolphins chair to sit in, not the Batman one. Left my ass off. You know how expensive those Dolphin chairs are? They're like $300. Those Dolphin computer chairs. Like, ridiculously expensive. You should do a 53-man roster prediction. I kind of did one already, Matt. If you looked at my camp battle position video, I broke down my depth chart for each position, so I kind of already did my 53-man. But I'll do it before the first cuts. How about that, Matt? I'll do it before the first cuts. Do my 53. What they say about Albert Wilson, Elvis, they said nothing. But the fact that he's not starting training camp on the physically unable to perform list means that he is moving along very well. Is there any position we will need to pick up? Probably pass rusher and probably offensive lineman. How much was it? LT242. Who's the Dolphins starting quarterback? Whoever's the best, whoever wins the position, whoever outperforms the other. I'm not giving one guy a job because of some narrative that needs to be fulfilled. I'm giving one guy the job that earned it, that played the best, that did the best. So when it comes to who's the Dolphins starting quarterback, I don't care. As long as he's the best quarterback that we have and the best quarterback that will be on that field every Sunday, I do not care. You're saying Chris Reed will start at right guard. I'm hearing that too. And I'm hearing Dieter will play left guard, which I won't be unhappy about that. I'm hearing right tackle is where they're worried. Hall of Fame and Strymon Canton on Ohio 2 weeks. Fans, I'm thinking about live streaming that. Would you guys hang out if I live streamed the Canton preseason game? We have our version of Shaquem Griffin at the end if he sets back because his source of motivation to be continue to play. That'll be the story. I agree. 230. I spent $60 on this computer chair. I'm not spending that much on a computer chair that I'm going to sit on and fart. We need to pick up pass rusher. Charles Harris and Woodard aren't going to consistently get pressured. I agree wholeheartedly. I've said that a lot of time. Where do they go for training camp? Do they stay in Miami? Do they move around? They stay in Miami. Where Miami? I'm not 100%. Let me look it up. I know that they want to build a practice bubble and all that stuff by the stadium, but they stay in Miami. They most definitely. Nova Southern University is where they practice. It's in the Miami Dolphins training facility. The Baptist Health Training Facility at Nova Southern University. Formerly the Dolphins training is located, yeah. So in Florida. How far from the stadium? Not that far from the stadium. Yeah, it's in Davie. They practice in Davie. I think I saw Josh come in here. Yep, Josh Ferris. If you guys didn't know, I talked this past Wednesday. I got to talk to Richmond Webb on the Dolphin Addicts radio show. It was super cool. Huge fan. I heard you for the first time on Dolphin Addicts with Bam Bam. I was at. Interviewing Richmond Webb was awesome. He's super cool, super down to earth. Just real cool guy. I got to ask him what it was like to play with Dan Marino. He said that his rookie year getting in the huddle. And so like Josh said, and just I'll reiterate for new people that came in, on last Wednesday, I was on Dolphin Addicts radio show, me and TD Finns Talk, and I got to interview Richmond Webb, who is a left tackle for the Miami Dolphins. He played for the Dolphins from 1990 to about 1999, 2000, and he played with the Bengals for the last 3 years of his career. So he got to play with Dan Marino for 10 years. Super cool guy, down to earth. He lives in Texas now, and I asked him a few questions. I asked him what it was like going up against Bruce Smith, and he said it was, it was hard, it was dynamic, it was crazy. Then I asked him what it was like to play with Dan Marino. And he said his rookie year, when he got into the huddle for the first time, he looked to his right, there was Dan Marino. He looked to his left, there was the Marks brothers. He said it blew him away that he was in a huddle with these players. It was something that he would never experience. Then I asked him, what does he think about playing offensive lineman now versus back then? And he was like, defense is always hard, but nowadays it is more passing. Whereas back when he played, it was more they would rush first. But he said that Dan Marino was the one who started everything that happened now, whereas Dan Marino was the one who started that whole pass-happy offense that is happening now, which he's not wrong. He's 100% correct that Dan Marino loved to throw the ball. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And he said if Dan Marino was playing now, he would destroy the records. And I agree 100%. because this is the decade that Dan Marino was just killing it. Thank you, Nabu. Yeah, this is the link to the episode. If you guys see what Nabu Kafan 87 put, if you guys want to listen to the radio show that I did with Richmond Webb, click on that link. And yeah, super cool. Super cool. I think I missed a bunch of you guys' questions because I was answering Josh's questions, but let me go back. How well do you think the Dolphins do this year? As of right now, without seeing anything, this is what without seeing anything. 8-8, 6-10. That's right now without seeing anything. I don't want you guys thinking I don't think we're going to win. I don't want you guys thinking that I don't think we're going to playoffs. I think the team can improve, but as of right now, I can see like 8-8, 9-7 team playoff berth. I can see it happening. If you're lucky, maybe the Dolphins would give you one. I would love that. Going 2 days of training camp. Stay cool, please. I don't want you guys passing out. Agree. All right, I'm probably missing more. Trench cut. Start, bench, cut. Start, bench, cut. This is like the F, Mary, kill. Start, bench, cut, Matt asked. John Beck, Tyler Thigpen, Cleo Lemon. I start Tyler Thigpen. I bench Cleo Lemon. I cut John Beck. that's why. Well, yes, Marino was rarely sacked as a Richmond Webb. Exactly. My Dolphins is going 10-6. Here's my reason. I know that every time a new head coach comes in, the team does very well, so I expect nothing different. Troy, I agree. Also, we're going to surprise the crap out of people the first 4 games because a lot of people don't think that they don't. It's not that they don't think, they don't know what the Dolphins are running. New scheme, new team, new everything. And then, like I said, Brian Flores keeps everything close to his chest. So, yeah. No one knows what's these teams. The first 4 games have no idea what the Dolphins are running. They're going to be switching it up. Like I said, I've said this before. Don't be surprised if we go 4-0. Don't be surprised. Vegas line has us winning 5. We will definitely win more than 5 games. I will say that right now. We will win more than 5 games. Do you think we will go after Clowney? No. He's going to demand too much money. We have other positions that are bigger needs than Clowney's position. We aren't giving up high draft picks for a pass rusher unless Rosen's our guy. I met Dwight Stevenson, which is pretty cool. Super nice guy. I asked him how he was able to protect Marino like he did. He said, well, Marino's not so bad himself. Very humble man. Did not want to take the credit. Karen, actually, he's not wrong. Now, when you talk about mobile quarterbacks in the NFL, and when you talk about quarterbacks that, like, you say the top mobile quarterbacks, you think of, Warren Moon, you think of Cunningham, you think of Vic, you think of, like, all these fast quarterbacks. Even McNabb can be thrown in there. All those quarterbacks. You never really think of Dan Marino. But Dan Marino was an extremely mobile quarterback. And again, I'll talk about Madden ratings in like a few minutes because we'll bring that up. But because Madden this year, he's a Hall of Famer and he's a 90. I had him as a 99 overall, and his speed was like 50-something. His pocket presence was ridiculously good. He helped the offensive line. And this is what I always talk to you guys about when we blame offensive linemen for the lack of other positions, whether it's quarterback, running back, anything. It's a mutual relationship. It's a yin and yang relationship. So when it comes to a quarterback, right, if you have concrete feet, you're going to get sacked. If you have no internal clock, you're going to get sacked. If you stare down your receivers and can't read a defense, you're going to get sacked. You need to be a type of quarterback. Like, if you notice, like, Tom Brady tends to get sacked. If he gets sacked once or twice, he gets rattled, and then he'll start to flinch and get the ball away quick because he's that type of quarterback. There's the quick release, too. Thank you. There's the different types of quarterbacks. And Dan Marino, while he wasn't mobile as in he's going to run 15 yards before anyone catches him. What's up, BJ Roberts? He was the type of quarterback that helped his offensive line out. Richmond Webb would block, right? So you'd have the defensive ends go around, and Marino would step up. Bruce Smith would say, and Bruce Smith, just has the most sacks in NFL history. I think it's over 200, or it is 200 sacks. Bruce Smith would go back and watch him mic'd up against the Miami Dolphins. He would get so mad because he would get right to Marino, and he wouldn't get the sack. And he would always say, I'm right there. I'm right there. How does he keep doing it? Because what Marino would do was he'd snap the ball, and he'd either count in his head or he would see And if the Bruce Smith was coming at him, he'd step up, and Bruce Smith would fall behind him, or Richmond would push him out of the way. Or he'd sit there, and he'd see Bruce Smith coming, and he'd wait for a deep out or a deep in or a streak or whatever. Saw it wasn't happening, drop it off, and then take the sack. And then he was like every time. Plus Marino, he would like that. He'd get the ball out. I don't know if you guys know stories about Marino. He would break his receiver's fingers sometimes because he would whiz it out there. Like it's crazy. So the fact that Stevenson and the fact that Webb and all these offensive linemen want to give Marino credit, you got it. Like I said, it's a mutual relationship. It's a yin and yang type situation where the quarterback has to help the offensive line as much as the offensive line has to help the quarterback. You got these offensive linemen that have these 300+ defensive linemen smashing into you, trying to get through you to get to the quarterback, and your job is to stop. You can only stop them for so long, So, yeah, I missed a lot of questions because I went off on a tangent about how great Marino was and how the mutual respect for offense. See, but it also goes with running back. If you don't know the right lane to hit, if you don't do the right things, you suck. But then also, if the lanes aren't open and you're always getting tackled to the backfield, it's kind of, yin and yang. I'm missing conversations. Oh, you guys are asking each other questions. Why do people say we're going to have 12 picks? We're going to have 13. Daniel, what's the 13th pick? Because I know we have two. Daniel, are you factoring in the fact that we lost a pick? We gave a pick away to the, I think the Saints. We gave the pick away to the Saints or the Cardinals. We gave an extra pick away. He did bust a few runs for touchdowns. He did. We also used to use his ass. Used to kick unlike any quarterbacks today. Yeah, and he'd get back up. We threw the football with accuracy of like throwing a baseball. Fun fact: if running a 3-4 hybrid would already have a front line set, people may forget this, but Wilkins actually played solid at nose tackle, and thanks to college, his experience in 3-4 hybrid. Yeah, Christopher, and that's why I put him as my nose tackle in the 3-4 defensive line. Back on quarterback, we're men. Wilkins is Mika Fitzpatrick, but our defensive line, yeah, he's very disruptive. I don't know if you guys know that. Hey, Doug, why isn't Richmond Webb in the Hall of Fame or even in the Dolphins Ring of Honor? Troy, he's actually going to be put into the Ring of Honor this year. He wasn't up for the Hall of Fame this year, got snubbed, just like Zach Thomas. TD Finstock actually asked him that question, like, why do you think you're not making it to the Hall of Fame? Why all this and that? And he said that it's all, he's got to get the right writers in there to vote for him, and it's all political and all that stuff. So yeah, it sucks. We get our team gets underappreciated throughout history, and it sucks. Saints, yes, we gave an extra pick to the Saints this year. That's why we have 12, not 13. We had 7 original, 2 compensatory picks, extra 2 picks every round, extra round 4, 6, and 7. So we have 7 original, 9, 10, 11. I think we gave 1 pick away. Do you remember? Let me look it up. I'll look it up for you, Daniel. Not playing Madden again this year? No. BJ Roberts. I'm done for this year. Because the new Madden's coming out. I'm going to get it next week. So that's when that's going to start happening. So in 2020, traded 2019 second round pick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You might be right. I think the reason why we're not talking about 13 is because the comp picks, Daniel. Oh wait, we traded our extra 4 to the Saints, my bad. Yes. Yes, we did. The Titans one that we got. Yes. It's all good. version of pre-ordered or Xbox One at GameStop. That sucks that the Madden $100 like big one isn't available for PlayStation. It's only for Xbox. That sucks because I wanted to get that one, but I can't because I don't play it on Xbox. I prefer to play Madden on PlayStation because that's where I started playing Madden. Hey Doug, Las Vegas says hi. What's up, Barry? What's the heat like in Las Vegas? I bet you it's cool there. We can get a third for Juwan James too, but we need to hope he stays healthy. Patrick, it doesn't. That doesn't matter. The health, it matters the contract. So the fact that he signed a big contract, we are going to get a third. We're going to get a third for Juwan James. And we're going to get a fifth for Cameron Wake going to the Titans. Just came on. What's up, bro? What's up, Air Tro Flow? I'll reiterate what I said in the beginning about some of the moves that happened today because there was 3 guys that were put on the physically unable to perform list. One of them was an Albert Wilson, which is really cool, and then Kendrick Norton is still on the team, but he's on the reserve list. Hi, Dougie. Don't be surprised if we see Charles Harris not only playing outside linebacker, but playing mixes an inside linebacker in obvious run situations. He's a big boy. I expect this defense to be weird, where we're like, what is going on? It's crazy. Man, is a money grab now? Yes, it is. They should bring back 2K. I miss 2K. I retweeted that. I miss 2K. You want to talk Dolphins schedule? I'll talk Dolphins schedule. Is Allen still hurt? Are you talking about Chase Allen? Because I don't think he's on the list. That sounds like Chris Jericho. No, Chase Allen is not on the list. So I don't think he's hurt anymore. Evan. Dwayne Allen? Yes, Dwayne Allen's on the list. Let me talk about it real quick. So there's 3 names that were put on the physically unable to perform list / active list. And essentially the way this list works is it's just reserved. And then once you start to feel better and once you're able to perform, they take you off this list. 3 names are Dwayne Allen, Mike Hall, and Cordero Tankersley. And then, so those are the 3 names on the physically unable to perform list at the beginning of training camp. And then Kendrick Norton is on the reserve non-football injury list, who will be on that list and who will be helped with the team through his rehab and all that other stuff. Don't be surprised if he stays with the team in other capacities. And then the Dolphins claim offensive lineman tackle Will Holden, and they waive Jamar Summers. And I said this before, that some of the names that weren't on that physically unable to perform list at the beginning of training camp is Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant, Daniel Kilgore. All these guys that were injured last year aren't on the list, which is very good to hear. They're ready to go for the season. Do you think Kenny Andre will have a breakout year? Yes, I do, Ty Finkley. I honestly think he will have a very good year this year. A lot of the doubters he will prove wrong, and a lot of the people that think that he is not as good will prove wrong. They snubbed Xavien Howard in Madden. They snubbed the crap out of Xavien Howard in Madden. He's got an 83 rating, which is the 27th best corner in the game, which is stupid. I'll give you guys a stat that just blows my mind at how underappreciated this guy is. In 2016, if quarterbacks threw his way, 94.3 passer rating. It's pretty decent, right? It's a good passer rating. It's his rookie year. 2017, 66.8 passer rating thrown his way. It's getting worse for those quarterbacks. And then in 2018, a 62.6 passer rating. So every year he's on the team, quarterbacks stop throwing it his way, because they know it's not going to pan out for him. Victor, thank you so much for the $5 donation, my dude. If you have a question to ask, feel free to ask it. I will definitely answer it. They're not saying, Evan, what's wrong with Dwayne Allen. It's an undisclosed injury, but yeah, is the passer rating or completion percentage? It is passer rating. That is the passer rating when throw to him. What's going on, Bo? I want to give a shout out to my friend Dennis, diehard Dolphin fan, died today, and we used to watch DouglieDoWrong every chance video came out. Damn, that sucks. It really sucks to hear. I would like to meet all of you guys. So the fact that we lost a Dolphin fan in the community, and I wasn't able to meet him, really sucks. So Chipo, I'm sorry to hear that. Thoughts and prayers go out to Dennis's family. It's a hard time for you guys. That really sucks. Shout out for Dennis. Exactly. Thanks. Sorry for that, Bubba. Stay strong. I can't name anyone better. He is among the best of the best, in my opinion. If you're talking about Xavien Howard, I agree 100%. Allen is always hurt. Coach Flores made it clear from day one he likes the heat. I hope the Dolphins come in best shape ever and use the heat against our opponent. Karen, don't be surprised if they do. They are doing things differently this year, especially when it comes to getting their bodies ready and training their bodies and doing all these workouts and stuff. I really do think they're going to be ready for that, especially when we start using a fullback, do that hard running, all that stuff. Cisco, you didn't miss much. I just talked about talking to Richmond Webb, and I talked about the 3 guys that are on the physically unable to perform list, which is Dwayne Allen, Mike Hall, Cordero Tankersley. I also talked about the fact that Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson, all those guys aren't on there. Big Boy Sports News. He's not on the physically unable to perform list. I don't think you'll see him much, and I don't think you'll see him in preseason, but I think he'll be ready for season. I really do. Let's talk tight ends. How do you think Mike Gesicki's going to do this year? Elvis, I want him to do really well, and I want him to perform, but I have to see it first, so we'll see how he does in training camp. But I want him to perform. I really do. Which group will be better, offense or defense? As of right now, I think the offense will do better. I only saying that, Ty, because I don't know where they're going to get a pass rush from. But again, I don't know what this defense is going to look like, nor what they're going to run, so things could change. Do you think Fitzpatrick retires after this season? If so, would we consider offering him a chance to answer? Coaching, Christopher, good question. I think he'll stay with the team. Depending on how he does this year, if he really does suck hard this year, then he might retire because he might think, I'm done, my body's done. But it all depends on how he does this year. Doug, the Raiders' new stadium is set to open 2020. When the Dolphins come here, you should come out here. I'll hook you up. Very enticing, Barry. I've never been to Vegas, and I've always kind of wanted to go to Vegas, so I might do that. But I heard Raider fans are kind of like, they're not fun to be around, especially when it comes to watching their football games. Do you have the passer rating stat for the other top corners to compare? Because 66 sounds amazing. No, I do not. I just have the Miami Dolphins Pro Football Focus stat. I don't have the others ranked, but I'm pretty sure it's top 5. I wonder how he is, if he's coach mindset. Do you think Brian Flores gets a Super Bowl ring in the future? Yes, with Miami Dolphins within the next 4 years. He solo does not impress me. Fitzpatrick as our quarterback coach would be awesome. He solo doesn't impress me. Who? Rosen is playing. Oscar, do you want Rosen to play so you can see what we have, or do you want Rosen to play because you think he's the best quarterback to win us games? I don't know who they start at quarterback. Just put the guy out there that gives us the best chance to win. If we suck, then we know it's time to draft every year. I agree, Rob. I agree. Gesicki doesn't impress me. Gotcha. Yeah. He gained 15 pounds, so you never know. I got a 91 Miami New England playbook from that game. Send it to the P.O. box. Yeah, dude. That'd be awesome, Victor. We got to re-up the P.O. box. I got till the 25th to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. I got to re-up it before it gets closed down. Do you think Albert Wilson will be explosive this year? Elvis, if he's even at 90% than he was last year, I honestly think he'll be explosive, and I think he'll do great. What's up, Angel? We got great skill players on the offense, but I'm concerned about that O-line. Will they be better this year? I'm concerned too, but I like the addition of Chris Reed and Bearder. I feel like they're bulls, big, strong, heavy dudes. Kilgore never got a chance. He did well in the Titans game, but he never really got a chance. He played the first 3 games of the season. He did really well, and then he tore his bicep. So I think he'll do well. We have Tunsil. It's the right tackle position that makes me iffy. I want to know why so much people feel as if the Dolphins team lacks so much talent, because they don't. They see it from the outside. They don't watch it every day. So a lot of these media guys have to look at all 32 teams and then just kind of like glance over it and be like, oh, this team has this and this team has that. But yeah, we watch it. We get to see it. So we'll see. April 28th, 3rd is my birthday. April 23rd? Damn, that passed. Albert Wilson's going to be the thing, bro. Yes, he definitely is. I want to know why. I already answered that one. Play the best quarterback. Don't want to lose locker room. Exactly. Will the last I mean, last arm still play? Will the dude with the last arm still play? What do you mean by that, Caden? We need to throw to the tight ends more last year. They were invisible on the stat sheet. Steven, that's because the tight ends sucked last year. That's why they were invisible on the stat sheet. They couldn't get open. And essentially, the defense and the opposing team knew that with Tannehill and the style of offense that Gase runs, it's a dink and dunk, quick pass offense, especially because we had no offensive line. So they knew we were going to throw it quick to the tight ends and the wide receivers and running backs. And then all of a sudden, you stop it. And they couldn't get off jams. They couldn't get off any of that stuff. I think we're going to do better than everyone else thinks. We do that every year, Angel. Every year they have us win 3-4 games and we blow it out of the water. Looks slow and weak. He looked like a beast in college. Patrick, I don't think he looked slow. He did look weak because he wasn't ready for the physicality of it, but I think he'll do better. I want to see what he has so we don't have to draft a quarterback next year. I know, but so you'd prefer to – I'm just trying to get your mindset. So you'd prefer to lose to see what we have, or or do you think he's good enough that he can win it? Our tight ends were horrible. They were horrible. Don't sleep on Isaiah Prince. He was the number 3 right tackle in all of college football as a junior. He had an off year as a senior. I'm surprised. I would be super stoked about that. He struggled in OTAs and minicamp, but that's also because they didn't have pads on. Norton not playing, but will get all his contract money. Yes, he will, Ty. And he's going to stay on the team while he's rehabilitating. The media only cares about big-name players, no talent. Yeah, and it's funny, too, because J.J. Watt is on the physically unable to perform list. DeAndre Hopkins and J.J. Watt are on the physically unable to perform list for the Texans. So just because you're on the list doesn't mean you're not going to play the season. We're going to utilize the tight ends due to our coaching learning from New England. Bro, someone replied to a comment I made about almost a month ago on one of your videos about the Brazilian defensive tackle. Looks like someone is creeping and hating. That's how you know you made it. You have haters. I do have some haters. I do. And I try to interact with them, not because to, feed into it or give them the time of day or whatever, but I want to have discussions. So at first I'm like, are they a hater or will they actually have a discussion? And then sometimes it ends up being haters and they just, doesn't matter what I say, they're just like going the complete opposite of it. Which again, you have your right to your opinion. I greatly respect your guys' opinions. So that's why I always try to talk to you guys. Everyone has to keep in mind it's such a radical change this year, for better or worse. What was in history, we start over a day, we get a new coach, so many ways. Exactly. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know if he's like he gets jammed. Yeah, Patrick, I think the fact that he gained as much weight as he did, he's really starting to try to be better in that aspect of it. Fasano, I miss Fasano. I miss McMichael. A lot of guys didn't like McMichael. Thank you, Patrick. I think he's good. Chance too. I think he's good. He's worked to be great. Are you going to any of the practices? Angel, I can't. It's down in Florida. I'm up in Jersey. And if I want to go to one of the games down in Florida and meet some of you guys, I need to save my money to get down there for that. So no, I can't go to any of the practices. Thank you, Alex. I'm trying. I hope the past month I really entertained you guys and keep you guys up to date and keep you guys entertained in the dead time of football. Because now football's picking right back up, so you're going to get a lot more content out of me. It might be a little later than I'd like to put it out. Like I said, 2 o'clock, it's going to be like 5, 6 o'clock, but you're going to get a lot of content from me. What up, Doug? What up, Malcolm? Are you excited to see how we do this year, and what do you think our record will be at the end of the season? Malcolm, I'm very excited. I think regardless of the record, that's what makes me very excited is what this team's going to do, and regardless, just to see how they perform. If you put a gun to my head right now, I'd say 8-8, 9-7. That could change one way or the other. What's good, Dan Cooper? Randy McMichael, Clay, and Casson. I think you mean Fasano, in that order of our best tight ends the last 20 years. Yeah. How can anyone hate Dougie? Great guy. Thank you. Take me out. One guy said I'm cringy, which I was like, how am I cringy? I'll see if I can stop being cringy if you let me know. And then he didn't answer me. Some people say my videos are too long. Some people say I talk too much. I am who I am, and you hit that subscribe button because you like who I am. So, we just broke 5,800 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for that. Like, the fact that the subscriptions keep going up higher and higher, it's crazy. I can't even speak how crazy it is that you guys keep hitting that subscribe button and tune in and watch my videos and comment and hang out. We got 141 in the live stream right now, and it's just, I'm not even gonna ask you to hit the thumbs up because I don't care. You hit the thumbs up if you want to at this point. The fact that I got 143 of you guys here to hang out with me, you can do whatever you want. Except for things that are inappropriate, and then I have to flag it, and then I have to take it off the chat, because then that just takes time off of me thinking, I gotta come over here and I gotta click on it. But yeah, best first estimate. Yeah, someone called me cringy, Patrick. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not excited for Rosen. He doesn't have an amazing physical trait, amazing mobility, or an amazing arm. He seems just average on top. Daniel, I agree. I disagree, and I agree on some of your things. I like his arm, and his mobility is better than you think. He has better pocket presence too. You gotta look at his pocket presence. He knows when to take off. He knows when to step up. He knows when to slide. But yeah, when it comes to the other stuff, it's not amazing. Doug, can you do a breakdown after preseason? Show the depth chart of 53. How do you think we'll do this year? Nebu, yes, that's my plan. After the fourth preseason, right before the week of kickoff, I have a lot of videos planned. I'm going to give you guys my record prediction. I'm going to go through the whole schedule, pick game by game, talk about the 53-man roster, talk about who got cut, all that stuff. Dougley, just tell it like it is. We will follow you. Thank you, Spangler, for me. Honestly, the longer videos so I can do schoolwork and listen. That's why I do it sometimes. I like to listen to things while I'm driving and stuff, so I like to, Doug, I don't care what nobody says. You do great, and you could do it as much as you want, as long as you want. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Edward. Thanks, love your show. Dolphins fan forever. Thank you, Karen. It's cool. 143 from all around the world. Rosen doesn't instill faith in me because he can't ever put it all together. But he throws the ball well, and it's smart. Okay. Play Call of Duty and listen. I tend to do that with Omar Kelly, X's and O's. I'll put that on and I'll play Madden. So I have that on. Because I don't listen to the music in Madden. We talked about this a while back. That I don't listen to the music in Madden because it's not the music I like. I'm not a big rap guy. There's some rap some rap I listen to, but I'm not big. I like the old Madden that they have a bench sevenfold and stuff like that on it. Do you like baseball? I do, Daniel. I do like baseball. Unfortunately, my team that I like loves to break my heart. They're a New York-based team that loves to, what's up, Matt, that loves to break my heart. And that is the New York Mets. Break my heart all the time. Go to the World Series, shit the bed. I'm wondering who our number 2 defensive back, and do you think our linebackers again gaining weight this offseason? Dan Cooper, I want to know who the second is. I'm hearing that they're really pushing for Eric Rowe, but we don't know. I didn't mean to rhyme. We don't know. We don't know, bro. It's from X-Men, if you didn't know. Doug, at least you got DeGrom. Yeah. And Syndergaard. That's has some good games. Got some good bats too, but it's just they never put it together, You have to listen to Solo D no matter what generation you like that though. I do like some of the rap from the 90s. It's just now I can't get into it. Been a Finn fan since the 70s. Wow. Must be a Patriot fan. Now that's cringy. Sometimes my humor and the way I interact with you guys and the way I talk and how I get excited and stuff. And I don't tend to, if you guys notice, I don't tend to get angry. I'm not like, like when we traded for Rosen, I was upset, but I wasn't angry. I never get angry where I'm like yelling, like, what the hell? Why didn't you take this person? Or what the hell? Why did this happen? I think there was one Dolphin game that I got really angry afterwards because it pissed me off. I don't really get angry. I think that might cringe people out. But yeah, I get disappointed. But what is me coming on here yelling going to do? I have no control over the game. If I had control over the game, I'd yell because people aren't doing what I'm asking them to do. you think we'll be able to stop the run with our front seven this year, Dougley? Dan Cooper, that is incredibly important. And I don't know, but it's incredibly important. We'll find out in training camp when they try to stop the run. And if they do, that means that they're doing a good job, or the offensive line sucks. Even in college, Rosen was good, but his decision-making was iffy. Yeah, Daniel, and maybe he needs the coach and the offensive line to help him. Do you do almost better than the Sports Center when they pick you'd be on there? Elvis, my picks last year, I was like well above 500 throughout the season. So I didn't do very well when I picked. Doug, watched the 71-72 season as a wee lad. Can't wait again. I can't wait for the season to start. Rosen never had great talent around him, even in college. Yeah, exactly, guys. TD Fins Talk, what's up? Rosen 2020 Super Bowl MVP. What's up, TD? How are you doing? How's the heat down there in Florida, TD? We must start converting on third downs. Yes, but we need to also get ourselves in good position on third downs. Like, seriously. 3rd and 9, and then you run the ball. You're in like a 3rd and 14 because of false start. Ain't gonna help. We gotta be disciplined. It's been raining, bro. I wish it would rain here, TD. It's freaking hot as balls. 100 degrees in New Jersey. It's crazy. Everyone, welcome TD. TD's hanging out in the chat. I don't know for how long, but TD's here. Also, if you guys don't know, he also has a YouTube channel. It's a very good YouTube channel. Me and him did the radio show, which is linked somewhere in here. Dude, if you come up for the Giants-Jets game, either one of them, we will link up, and I'll tour you around New Jersey, TD. I promise you that. But yeah, go check out TD. Subscribe to his channel. Help him out, too. Camaraderie. No, TD, you're the best. He goes live way more than I do. So if you guys like this live stream stuff, I go live like once a week. But yeah, TD goes live way more than I do. And he has a call. TD is breaking the boundary on live streams. He has call-ins where you can call in and talk. Like, hello. So be sure to go check out TD Finstock. Give him a subscribe. We're going to collab again this season. Maybe I'll have him help me out with a preview for one of the games. We'll talk about what the Dolphins need to do and all that stuff. So TD Finstock, be sure to check him out. But before you should do call-ins, I don't want to bite off a TD though. That's his thing. I don't want to like steal his idea. It's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea. Nicole didn't once kind of plug my channel. You have I gotta check out your channel, Big Boy Sports News. But before, let me just reiterate what I said at the beginning, and then I kind of reiterated. Three Dolphin players were put on the physically unable to perform list before training camp, and they are Dwayne Allen, Mike Hall, and Cordair Tankersley. The way the physically unable to perform list works is essentially they're dealing with an injury, but once they're good, they're ready to play. The names that weren't on there, Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson, and Daniel Kilgore, very big on injured players that aren't on there, which means they should be ready for the season. Also, Kendrick Norton is on the reserve non-football injury list and will be on there while he's rehabbing. So I just wanted to talk about that. That was like the main thing. And the rookies are reporting today. No 7-on-7s or anything like that. But they're here. They're checking in. Then Wednesday's the vets, and then Thursday it's open to the media and the public. And then you get a play-by-play. What did TD say? DDW downplays his greatness. Don't allow him to. Guys, let him know he's great. Thank you, TD. I don't know if I'm great. TD did a great job on Finn's song. Yeah, but guys, be sure to check that out. TD Fins Talk put out a rap. Really great, really great. It's like this build-up. The song has this like crescendo to it where it's just a slow build-up of just like it's hype and hype and hype, and he's just rapping and saying these things. You got to listen to what he's saying. He's talking about the Dolphins. He's got some cool innuendos in there. He talks about like Sanders with the foot fetish and just all this great stuff. So be sure to check out TD Fins Talk rap song. He said he might do a few songs here and there, but you want me to make a song? You guys wouldn't like the songs I make. It'd be like Kill Switch Engage style. It would be like a brutal like breakdown, just like you guys would be like, no. I do need a metal song. I don't know if a lot of you guys would appreciate the metal song. Great. We'll love to watch you and TD have a live chat. I don't know if it'll be live because live would be hard, but we will collab more. Zick needs to man up. I remember watching one of TD's videos where he went to the store to buy something and recruited an employee to be a Fin fan. It's hilarious. I agree. What did somebody say? He's like, you will be used properly. Yeah. But he won't be forced to block because that's not his thing. But yeah. Will you sing the Miami Dolphins song, Dudley? Not right now. It's hot in here. I'm drinking this water that is progressively becoming more and more warm as I'm sitting in this hot room. About to do a Bit Boys record session. I got Sammy in the living room hanging out. So in like about 5 minutes, I'm going to get off and we're going to record some Bit Boys. Be sure to check out the Bit Boys. It's my second gaming channel. Now, don't feel like you need to subscribe to help me, which it does help. But don't feel like you need to subscribe to help me. I want you guys to go check it out. See if you like it, if you like our humor, if you like the style that we do, and then hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, let us know games you want us to play, and we will start playing games you like. I did that channel first, and then I did this. This channel's been around forever, but then I focused on that channel, and I came back to this channel and started doing Dolphin stuff. So, Bit Boys are my baby. I'm not should go live every day. It's not stealing. I would like to go live every day, but I work. I started a new job, so I'll be working. Like this upcoming week, I start Tuesday, and I work from like 10 to 3, 10 to 4. So I will get out at 4, I'll come home, then I'll make the videos for training camp, upload them. So yeah, for now, for this week, it's going to be hard for me to put videos as soon as I want to, because I'll be working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But Sunday you'll get a video ASAP. But my breakdowns and all that stuff will come a little later than I'd like because I started a new job just for this week. But then the week following, you get your videos ASAP. Fight song. Yes, Doug, I love watching your videos. Keep up the great work. You have become my newest fan. Thank you, Enzo. I really appreciate that. Why do they have us being the sorriest team in the NFL this year? Honestly, do you think that we have a chance to become a great team? I hope that's a good question. What do you think? It's a very good question. It'll be my last question before I sign off because it's a very good question. I want to give you guys hope and I want to pump you guys up to get ready for this season. So to answer Elvis's question before I sign off, I'm going to give you guys a very great speech to rev you guys up for the season. People shit on the Dolphins because for the longest time we've been inconsistent. We have been inconsistent or we've been consistently mediocre. It's been here. We always tend to dip up and down, but we've always stayed here. 11-5, 6-10, 2-4, 8-8, 9-7, 9. You know what I'm saying? Always mediocre. If you look at the past 20 years, our record is very 500-ish. This new team is different. This new team is run by a coach who's been on a winning organization. Got to go back to the family, Doug. Love you, bro. Thanks for constantly bringing us up amazing content. You're my #1 YouTuber, bro. What's up? God bless all. All right, TD. Take care. And we'll be talking to you soon. With this new head coach, we have finally a coach who's been on a winning organization for 11 years. We finally have a head coach that hasn't been designated to one position of the ball. He's not just a defensive coach. He's not just an offensive coach. He's not just a special team coach. He started as a scout. He was the Grim Reaper. Essentially what that is he's the guy who tells you, bring your playbook. The coach wants to see you. Essentially you're getting cut. Special teams coach, offensive coach, defensive coach. He's done it all. This is the type of coach that's going to be on the sideline for offense, defense, special teams. A good play happens, bad play happens. You're going to go talk to him. You're going to come to me. I'm going to talk to you. Great job. Bad job. This is what you need to fix. Look, here, da-da-da. He's not going to be sitting on the sideline like Adam Gase did when the defense is on the field. He's going to be a coach. He's not going to call offensive plays. He's not going to call defensive plays. Because he's learned from Bill Belichick. Brian Flores called defensive plays. As much as Bill Belichick was a defensive coordinator, Brian Flores called defensive plays, running the defensive scheme. So that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be running the team. It's great. We also have a ton of nucleus talent. Xavien Howard, Mika Fitzpatrick, Christian Wilkins, Vincent Taylor, Godchow, Charles Harris, Devontae Parker, if he can step up, Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant, Balaj, Drake, Laramie Tunsil, Dieter, Reed, if they pan out. I got I'm naming all these great players that we can build off of, that the team's going to be great. So Josh Ferris asked me a while back, at the end of the year, how do you see them talking about this team, good or bad? I honestly think, and I'll say this one more time before I sign off, because I hope I'm pumping you guys up for the season, regardless of the record, 4-12, 12-4, regardless of the record, we are going to be talked as a very dangerous team. We're going to be talked about as a team that no one wants to play. No one wants to see next year. No one wants to see us in the playoffs this year if we make the playoffs. Even if we're a wild card and we snuck in, no one wants to see us. It could be blizzard. It could be raining. It could be whatever. We're a team that has been weathered through it all, trained through it all, pushed through it all. And this team is going to be dangerous this year. So regardless if you think that we're going to the Super Bowl, or regardless if you think we need to tank to get a quarterback next year, regardless of what you think and regardless of what happens, this team is going to be very dangerous, and this team is going to surprise a lot of people. So other than that, I hope I pumped you guys up. I hope you guys are ready for the season. I hope you guys are ready for Thursday's training camp, live play-by-play. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow with another video, either tomorrow or Wednesday, but definitely Thursday. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great night, rest of your Sunday. I hope you guys are excited for the season. I hope I really pumped you guys up for the season. But other than that, I'm going to get out of this hot room, cool down, get something to eat. But like usual, stay classy and fins up.